Hey, junior hires, I hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you guys are enjoying this quarantine season we're in and adjusting to life. Rachel and I want to send our love to you. We love you. We miss you. We look forward to seeing you again. We're going to continue our devotional series through the book of Proverbs this morning. And we're going to be in Proverbs chapter 3. So if you guys remember yesterday, chapter 2, Shane talked about a conversation between a father and a son. And that's going to continue into chapter 3. So have that in mind as background. It's a conversation between a father and a son. Now, chapter 3 is 35 verses. I'm not going to read the whole thing. Instead, I'm going to break it up into sections and highlight a few things for you guys to be thinking about. That way, when you guys go and read it on your own, you can provide some context to help you guys understand the passage a little bit better. So our first section is going to be verses 5 through 12. The father highlights 4 things for the son to remember. The first one being in verses 5 and 6. It says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your paths straight." So what this is saying is that us as humans, sinful humans, everything that we do, everything that we know, everything that we understand is tainted by sin. Meaning we can't rely on ourselves for understanding. We need an external source. We need God to help us to understand something, to understand things, to understand situations. So understand that everything that we take in and perceive is tainted by sin. And that affects the way we think about it. So we need God to help us to get a right thinking of things. Just remember that our sin affects the way we think. Verses 7 through 8. "Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and turn away from evil. It will be healing to your flesh and refreshment to your bones." This is a warning from the father to the son to not be prideful. Do not think yourself too wise, son. Do not think yourself to know everything. Be humble. Understand that we need wisdom from God. We desperately need wisdom from God. Understand that from verses 7 through 8. Verses 9 and 10, "Honor the Lord with your wealth and with the first fruits of all your produce. Then your barns will be filled with plenty and your vats will be bursting with wine." Give to the Lord. You guys don't have much as junior hires, and that's fine. I don't have much as a non-junior hire. But honor the Lord with what you do have. You guys do have time. You guys do have energy. You guys do have some resources, bikes, scooters, skateboards. Give to the Lord, okay? Share those things in those moments where you're with friends that don't have it. When you're tired, you make excuses not to pray. Make time to pray. That's giving to the Lord. Give the Lord your best. Verses 11 through 12. "My son, do not despise the Lord's discipline or be weary of his reproof. For the Lord reproves him who he loves, as a father the son in whom he delights." In this one, do not despise, meaning do not think harshly, think badly that the Lord is disciplining you. The Lord disciplines those whom he loves. Discipline is a good thing. It's correction. If you weren't getting corrected, you would be continuing on the path to destruction. We need correction. Correction is wise. Okay, so those 4 things you have to remember. Our next section of verses is going to be verses 13 through 20. And 13 through 20 highlight the high value of wisdom. I'm going to read the first couple verses. Okay, "Blessed is the one who finds wisdom and the one who gets understanding. For the gain from her is better than gain from silver, and her profit better than gold. She is more precious than jewels, and nothing you desire can compare with her." So remember this about wisdom. Anything that you currently desire, wisdom is better. Plain and simple. Easy. Wisdom is better than whatever you desire. Better than gold, better than silver. Okay? And the rest of the passage will highlight that, explain that a little bit more. But if you guys can remember that from this section, is that wisdom is better than gold and silver. Wisdom is better than anything you desire. And then the last section, we have verses 21 through 35. And these are some practical ways to practice wisdom, specifically in relationships. It says, verses 28, "Do not say to your neighbor, 'Go and come again. Tomorrow I will give it,' when you have it with you. Do not plan evil against your neighbor who dwells trustingly beside you. Do not contend with a man for no reason when he has done you no harm. Do not envy a man of violence, and do not choose any of his ways. For the devious person is an abomination to the Lord, but the upright are in his confidence. Meaning, be upstanding to people. Do not tell them one thing, but act another. Do not lie to them. Treat them the way that you would want to be treated. Okay? And that the Father is calling to the Son. He is calling that wisdom. He's saying, son, this is wisdom. If we can sum that up into one word, it's being respectful to others. Being respectful to others is considered wisdom. So if you can remember that, this last section, 21 through 35, it's that. Be respectful. That is wisdom. Okay? So if you can remember those few things that I highlighted for you guys as you guys read through this passage, I think you guys will greatly be benefited. We look forward, like I said earlier, we look forward to seeing you guys. We're going to continue to pray for you guys. I know we've been doing the Zoom meetings after Wednesday nights. If you're not doing those, I would encourage you to do them. And for those of you that have been doing them, continue to do them. Those have been great for us just to chat and get together and goof around a little bit on Zoom. And it's been fun from my seat as staff being able to do that with you guys. So have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you guys soon.